Hello. Hello and welcome. Kind of a cool transition, huh? I've been working on building up some new transitions and some new, I guess, like broadcast style kind of graphics or some of the replay animation kind of a things. If you've ever watched, any sort of sporting, live streams or whatever, or live broadcasts, they all have cool transitions. And that's always something that I enjoy working on, something that I used to do pretty often. Well, hello and welcome back to the show. So my name's Danny, if you're new here, and this is DAiLY, the show where we talk about AI for the average person or the everyday person, if you will. And today I want to talk about AI in fitness, as illustrated by my fitness robot, which honestly is not too far off. We're going to have AI robot fitness trainers in the gym pretty soon. So that's our graphic for the day today, which I just noticed there's a shirtless dude with a tattoo in the corner. I just noticed that. Can you tell this is AI generated image? But yeah, so that's what we got going on today, as well as some updates from last week, some new features and some new content products, I guess, that came out from Google and 11 Labs. And I think that's pretty much it. I think that's the intro. Those are all the things that we're going to talk about today. Hope you're having a great day, a great start to your week. And yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. So the first one, Genie 3 from Google DeepMind. And check this out. Hopefully this replay or this graphic plays the way I want it to. Ooh, it did not. It looks cool, but it's not playing the... I built two of them, and right now it's only playing one. So hopefully the other one, we'll see the other one at some point. But if you're just listening, don't worry about it. And if you're just watching, don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. This is all just me rambling about my inner workings of my things I'm trying to build. Anyway, so, okay, what is Genie 3? Like, what is this? It's not just another image generator or even video. It's okay. So it is a video generator, but what makes this really weird and kind of unsettling is the way that Google describes it, a new frontier for world models. And I've heard the term world simulation thrown around. So these are videos that are like you can walk around, you can control essentially a character or an avatar where they go, or their position in this 3D design space. So what makes this new is, as far as I know, up until this point, everything, it's been okay. The computers can generate a picture, but you could tell right away, right? It looks kind of skin tone looks a little different, or fingers and hands would get all destroyed, right? AI couldn't do hands and fingers at all. Fast forward to a couple months ago, now it was getting like, okay, wow, that really does look like a person. The lighting looks really good. For the most part, hands are getting better. There's still some kind of weird sausagey, congealed, mangled hands floating around out there. And then, video generation is getting better. For a while there, it was just, you could always tell, like, for example, I remember a video of it was like a guy riding a dirt bike, and he's riding this dirt bike across this bridge that's like on top of a giant like valley below it. It looked like somewhere in Ireland or Scotland or whatever. Green, big hills, the whole thing. Well, and the first thing that gives it away is that there's almost this like parallax effect kind of going on, where it's like the background is just moving. The background is moving, but the actual character itself is not moving through the 3D environment. I hope that makes sense. Whereas, in an actual, like a video game, or say in a movie with CGI, you could see the actor moving through space, moving through the world, and it looks realistic. A lot of the earlier AI video models couldn't do that. It just looked, the ground would get all weird and kind of distorted. And this particular one with the dirt bike just looked odd. You know, like the background isn't, we're not getting any closer to the background. It's just kind of perpetually doing this weird shifting kind of move. Genie 3 doesn't do any of that. Genie 3 is actually the opposite. It lets you control and actually move through an area or a world that is entirely generated. Now, what makes this really different and kind of scary, so I have been learning 3D modeling and like 3D motion graphics. And so normally the way that you do this is that you would actually build a scene, or you would build an environment, let's say, and you would place 3D models in your scene and environment, and then you'd set up a camera, and that camera would move through the space, would move through the environment, or you would have the 3D models, you would animate them to move closer towards the camera. And this takes a lot of time, especially rendering time. This takes forever to like go through and render each frame, the lighting. I won't get too far into like polygons. And when you have a 3D model, it's comprised of tiny, tiny little bits and shapes. Actually, while I'm talking about this, let's see if I can pull up an old project that I did. So using Genie 3, I know all that stuff that I just talked about with like the little bits and pieces. It takes fucking forever. I'm still learning, and I've done, just very minimal, work in the 3D space. But like, God, there's times where I'm like, man, this just takes forever to set things up. And obviously I know, the more that you work on it, the faster that you get at setting things up and, all that stuff. And part of me thinks like AI makes it easier to get things working, at least to get it to a point where you feel comfortable of like sharing. It can also be tricky to visualize, right? You have an idea of what you want your 3D environment scene to look like, but then you don't know what it actually looks like until you get in there, right? And then you could spend an hour and it's like, oh, this doesn't look as cool as I thought at all. Yeah. So AI, that's where AI can come in and actually help maybe make things a little bit easier. But it also, are you still doing it? Are you still working on the project, or is it AI just building something for you? And that's going to be the talk of all AI projects forever, really. So let me see if this is going to work here. So I'm going to pull this up, and my computer's probably going to have a panic attack because I have a bunch of stuff open at the same time. But let's move this over here. Let's hide this screen, and don't freak out. It's not a real spider. It's a fake spider. But so I built this using following along with some tutorials, and so you could see. So we have this spider, right? This model. And it's in 3D space, right? So I'm moving the camera around. Obviously, this doesn't look, very good because there's not a lot of texturing and all this shit on there. But this takes forever. This took me like a week and a half to make this thing. And if I do this, so you can kind of see, and let's turn off a couple things, or maybe this might break everything. Wait, we want to see that. What else we got going on here? So there's a spider. These are all the, there we go. That's a little bit easier to see. So you see all these lines that are on the spider? I know it might be a little bit difficult to see. All of these little like squares, this is what's called faces. And each of these takes rendering time. So like I could come in here and, if let's say for whatever reason I needed to start selecting and moving things around, you can do that. That's how I modeled the shape of the spider, especially when we get to the head, and you can see there's kind of some like ridges and bumps, and all this stuff is editable. And see, Here I can grab and say I want to like drag something up or move it around. I don't want to break anything any more than I normally do. But this is, I don't want to mess that up. That's, I think, going to become the old way of working. And for me personally, I don't know if I like not having control anymore, or is it about just getting things done, right? And making content. Is it, do I want to have full control and trust the process and say, okay, I'm going to generate this world. I'm going to build a 3D space, a 3D environment, and it's going to take me 3 weeks. Or do I use Genie 3 and I can build 5 environments in an afternoon? You decide. It's totally up to you. I don't know which way I'm leaning. I can tell you right now, without a doubt, companies, corporations, studios, all that stuff, they're going to go with Genie. Especially once these AI software companies allow for like layers. Say Genie allows you to then, generate, let's say, Scotland, right? Generate a big grassy hill and fog and kind of dreary Scottish countryside. And then it builds it and says, okay, here are all the layers. Here's the sky, here's the ground, here's the grass, here are the trees. It breaks everything down, and then you can go and select and say, okay, well, these are pine trees, and pine trees wouldn't grow in this area. We need to change these to the local tree, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if that's, is that better or worse? Or is it just a different way of working? A much faster way of working? But that's a whole nother topic for another time. For now, let's check out what Genie 3 actually is. And hopefully there isn't any music. And I don't know if YouTube is like not working or something, because I've been trying to play a lot of these like linked videos, and none of them are actually working. So let's just go to youtube.com and let's do this instead here. Genie 3. Okay. And then this is the one that we want. Let's turn off their audio and bam. Okay. We're in business. And let's actually just go full screen on this guy. So what we're showing, for those of you who are just listening, this is like a demo video of Genie 3, A New Frontier. So same deal. You type in a prompt, and then it builds an interactive world. So what's happening, the prompt is taking part in a show horse event, real world. And the output, it's a person, like a point of view video of a person riding a horse, and they're in the middle of like a kind of arena looking thing, and on the side there's people sitting in stands, like on a grass kind of berm, and then the person who has done this, they're controlling where the horse is moving with the arrow keys. The next example is skiing in the Alps, about to take a massive jump off a ramp. And so the computer model it's doing it. Like it generates the ski. It's all point of view stuff. And you can control where the skier goes or where the horse is moving. They're demonstrating real-time interactivity. All of this is like totally insane that the computer, that's what's making it crazy, is that the computer is rendering this stuff in real time. So going back to this one's totally fucking insane, the painting one. Going back to my traditional 3D modeling method, right? You render everything, which is essentially, when you have an animation, you tell the computer, okay, this is my scene, these are my models, and I want everything to move forward. And then you hit render, and the computer then processes this data. It goes frame by frame and says, okay, based off of the software, this is what this is going to look like at frame 6, at frame 8, at frame 15, or whatever. It's going to go frame by frame and move the objects. And this could take, I've rendered things that take 8 hours. Granted, my computer's not the newest computer in the world, but it takes forever. This is doing it in real time. It's just happening over and over and over. So there is no rendering. There is no waiting 8 hours anymore. This one, the painting one, looks really crazy. It's this guy, he's painting a wall with blue paint. And what makes this like ridiculous, like that's stupid. What makes this difficult is you're taking a material, blue paint, and it's recognizing a surface, a wall, and then applying that paint just how you would in real life. It's rolling the paint up the wall. It's transferring that data, and it's just happening in real time. And it looks pretty real. Like, obviously there's some weirdness with like the lights, and then sometimes the paint looks a little kind of crooked. But yeah, it's just totally crazy that this is capable. And obviously, like, they're showing some, like, you can create like a dragon flying through a city or whatever. It looks, there are times when it looks a little painted and kind of gross. But remember, this is version 1, right? Like, what's going to happen a year from now? What is Genie 6 going to look like? So it's really fascinating and kind of scary at the same time. So it makes you kind of think, like, are we living in a simulation? Who knows? I don't want to break your brain on a Tuesday morning or whenever you're listening or watching this, but that's Genie 3. Genie 3 is really cool, really scary, and it's going to change everything. I say that all the time with all these AI things. It's going to change everything, but it really will. So, yeah. You can check out Genie 3. This is from Google DeepMind. I'm sure you have to pay for it. I haven't paid. I am not going to pay for. The only thing I'm paying for is Plus, ChatGPT Plus. So that's about it. But yeah, Google DeepMind Genie 3. Go ahead and check that out. Okay, I'm going to try a transition here. And if it doesn't work, don't say anything. And for those of you who are not watching, congratulations. You're not even going to know anything's wrong. But let's see what happens. Okay, so nothing happened. Wait, one more time. Nothing? No? Okay, what if I went back to this one? Hey, okay, well, it played the old one, but all right. So today's topic, we'll just go into the main topic of today, which is AI and fitness and different abilities or different things that AI is doing in the fitness world as of 2025. One of them that stood out to me, and obviously this is kind of an obvious one, but AI virtual coaches. So these are designing personalized training programs and providing detailed feedback are kind of the main characteristics. What's pretty interesting is virtual trainers simulate the experience of having a personal coach, making high quality fitness guidance more accessible and more affordable. That's great. The bad news, fitness trainers. There goes that industry. Maybe. I think I go back and forth, right? This is kind of a common theme with this show, is like the pros and cons of AI. Pro, more affordable, more accessible, right? Think of somebody who maybe they're intimidated to go to the gym, or maybe they don't have access to a gym, or maybe somebody who they're a little bit timid about getting into fitness, which definitely you shouldn't be timid at all. I encourage everybody, any age, any size, any point in their life. It's never too late to start. Start with walking. Start with some sort of like aerobic, like swimming. Any sort of cardio, fantastic. Personally, I play hockey. I like to go for runs. I like to lift weights. Those are kind of my 3 main areas. I like going for walks too. I've tried swimming a couple times. Didn't drown, so that's good. And swimming is fucking hard. Anybody who swims like competitively or does Ironmans or whatever, you're nuts. because just swimming laps is like, or maybe I just suck at swimming. Either one. I mean, either one is is totally possible. But if AI is your best way to get into it, fantastic. If not, if you don't give a shit, then fine. I personally, whenever it comes to like health and body and mind and stuff, I would prefer working with a human being, as I feel that it's a little bit more, personal and reliable. Although sometimes physical trainers aren't, they're not the best. AI certainly is not going to be the best either, but it's all up to you. And one of the areas that I found to be pretty fascinating is this machine here. Okay, and let's try our transition again. I'm not really sure why it's not. I built another transition, like a cool transition thing, but it's just not. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Oh shit! What happened? Oh, whoop, whoops! Went to the other screen. What happens if we go backwards? Like here, hold on. We do this. Nope, still doing the old one. It's kind of cool, right? I mean, I built that, but I wanted to show off the new one. Anyway, this piece of equipment here from Magic, and again, not sponsored to talk about any of this stuff. This is a mirror. Groundbreaking, I know. It's an AI mirror. Again, groundbreaking, I know. It displays holograms of exercises. So you can see yourself in the mirror, and then you can also see like the trainer that's working within the mirror. So it gives you like form analysis and like coaching. And one of the reviews said, I was kind of messing around, like I wasn't doing the squats, as well as I should have been. And the trainer said like, hey, you got to get lower. So kind of weird. I don't know, man. I just get a little bit weird about like how many different pieces of equipment or technology in my home have to have a camera and audio. You know what I mean? Like Alexa's one thing, or the Google Home or whatever. But like, I don't know, like how many, I don't necessarily need like cameras all the time, because this thing has to have a sensor to know that you're standing in front of it. So it's probably tracking, anything that's moving in front. And I just get kind of odd, like I just don't trust people. So, and I'm not trying to be like a negative, person or anything. I'm just, I don't know. It's like, just go to the gym. Just go to the gym. I mean, it's you're with other people. Sometimes it's fun. You get a little community going. Yeah, there's creepos at the gym, but I mean, at least you can see the creepos. With this, you can't see who's behind the mirror. Oh God, who's behind the mirror? Is it AI? Is AI watching you, or is it a person? Well, I'm not really. I clearly am not a good salesman for this magic thing. It's also 1,500 pounds. So I have no idea how much that is in freedom dollars. But it seems expensive. So for the show, I think what would be ideal for you to recognize is that this kind of technology is going to become like a universal. Like, I mean, we're already pretty much connected to all of this stuff as it is. Like even Peloton, for example, I'm sure that they have some level of AI built in to their training platform and machines. But I think this is cool, but that I also get kind of like weird about it, because who's this guy? Are these the trainer guys? Is it Cricket? I don't know. The technology is fascinating, and I think that there's going to become more of an emphasis on peer-to-peer interactions, or like fitness. I think the fitness industry is really going to benefit from AI taking over a lot of jobs, because you're gonna the computers can't make you move your body. You got to do that on your own. So I don't know. I don't know if this is something that's like gimmicky, or Is it cool? Is it worth it? But it is nonetheless interesting that AI technology is advancing to the point of recognizing your form and give you workout recommendations, and things like that. So I obviously am not making a recommendation of the Magic AI Fitness Smart Mirror, although a lot of people seem to like it for 1,500 pounds. Oh, you could you could finance it for 42 pounds a month using Klarna. Please do not finance your AI smart mirror. I don't even know what that sentence, I don't think a human being has ever said that sentence, but please don't do that. If you can't buy the smart mirror, don't buy it. Don't finance something that go get a fucking mirror from Target. They're like $15. Like go get a mirror from Target and 2 dumbbells for $29.99. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know. So that was something that I thought was pretty interesting. What else we have here? I pulled up some different articles, AI fitness articles. This one I thought was pretty interesting. AI coaches for runners. Apps like VI Trainer give you voice feedback during runs, tracking pace and effort. The reason why I found that to be particularly interesting is I used to use the Nike Run Club app a lot, and I thought it was pretty helpful. A coach would be, it was all recorded, and there were real human being coaches that would say, okay, for the next 100 meters, you should be running at a 5 out of 10 effort level, like 10 being I'm sprinting as physically as fast as I possibly can, and then 1 being like a stroll, a walk or whatever. And it would work, right? Tracking your location, it would say, okay, now you did that 100 meters. Now the next 100 meters, run at a 2 out of 10 or whatever recovery time. So this is different. It's just using AI to help track form. I don't know how that would work necessarily, to give you voice feedback during runs, tracking pace and effort. I guess it's the same thing, because it's just all depending on what it is you want. Nike Run Club, by the way, is free. So if the AI version is going to cost money, don't do that. I'm not. Again, if you ever have any questions of whether or not I am selling anything, I'm not. I'm literally talked mad shit about a mirror, and then I'm telling you not to download or spend any money on AI anything. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to yet. I think, and I'm going to go a little bit off topic here for a second, but my recommendation for anybody at any level of AI involvement is use it, but use it to learn, and use it to help teach you about things that you previously could not have done before. So, for example, like I use ChatGPT a lot, but I have instructed ChatGPT to don't give me the answer, but try to coach me through it, explain things. There is a study mode. There's a study and learn mode in ChatGPT. Let me just bring it over here. I was using it to write this episode or help plan this episode. So like, hey, can you help find fitness things? I don't know what these pictures are, or I don't know why it generated these, because like these are kind of all over the place. Like I don't no idea what this is, or this is the picture we're using for the background, of course. But yeah, I don't know. And there's like URLs. This is GPT-5, so maybe there'll be an update. But this is all good stuff, right? Like you could, click on these links. This is where I found some of the information for the episode. But, don't just use this stuff and copy and paste it, because you're not actually learning anything. And in fact, there's been some studies shown that people who use ChatGPT a lot are experiencing cognitive decline, and the critical thinking abilities are going way down because you don't have to think about it anymore. You just listen to what the computer says, and that's so dangerous. Please don't do that. Don't just become, this is such a powerful tool that you could use to learn more about the world that we live in, or to create an app, or create a podcast, or whatever it is that you're into. Like, this is a very, very powerful tool. And if you're going to use it in a way that, sure, you get the answers. I mean, I get answers all the time, but also learn from it too. So to try to tie this back into our topic of today, if you're going to use AI in your fitness journey, fine, do it. Go ahead. But just know, try to avoid the like paying trap. Do that. There's like hundreds of millions of hours probably of free fitness content on YouTube. So keep that in mind. Use ChatGPT to find, here, how about this? Please find 10, let's see, 10 workouts I can do today. So that's a kind of a shitty prompt, but whatever. And look, here's 10 AI approved workouts you can do today. No fancy gym, no smart mirror required. I split strength, cardio, core, so you get a full body hit. Fantastic. Jumping jacks, arm circles, body weight squats, light jog, or march in place, 2 minutes. Strength, 3 rounds. I mean, see, this is all good stuff. Try 1 minute squat jumps for leg burn. I can also give you 20-minute AI personalized workout timer that walks you through each of these moves with rest intervals. You can press play and follow along. See? I don't think you need ChatGPT Plus to do this. So just keep this in mind. Don't sign up for anything that's like, oh, this is going to be $95 a year or whatever, $130 a year. No, the gym memberships are enough. Okay. That's like $25 a month. So yeah, that's my rant, my AI rant for the day of like, don't just use these things, to get the answers without actually working and trying to get better. So, yeah, I think that's AI and fitness. I think that's pretty much the episode for today. Yeah, I mean, I think we're at the timer here, 33 minutes. I think I got to wrap it up. I am also going to look at why the little transitions aren't working in the meantime while you digest all of what I had to say today. I know we kind of bounced around a little bit, but here, let's try one more here. Yeah, no, so it's still doing the old one. I wonder if I just, let's just do this live. And I'm probably going to break things, but let's just see what happens here. Because I want to show you the other one that I worked on too. And I think that the transition point for this one, I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but let's just see what happens here. Oh boy, it's rendering. Oh God. So that's pretty close, whatever. All right, let's hit save and let's see what happens here. Hey, there you go. It's not perfect, but whatever. Okay, I broke it. So anyway, yeah, so going forward with the show, I know Nova didn't get a chance to talk today, but I'm going to try to structure the show a little bit better because I think that I bounce around a lot and I don't have structured segments as well as I probably could. Please let me know how this is sounding, because so far, I'll be honest, I've gotten 0 feedback. So I think it's okay, but let me know if you're listening. As I mentioned before, you can reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter at DAiLY_AI podcast. And there's a really good chance that I'm going to see your message because I got like 20 followers. 23, I think, across all social media. So I will definitely see it if you message me. And yeah, those are the topics today. I will see you all. I'll try to do another episode maybe later this week. Maybe like Thursday this week we'll do like another short one. I like doing those shorter, like 12 minute, 10 to 12 minute episodes of the week. Until then, yeah, stay safe out there. Remember, don't give your AI companion access to everything. I'm actually going to adjust my camera at the moment. There we go. It's a little bit. Whoa. Hang on. There we go. It's kind of crooked, huh? Oh, well. I just noticed that 35 minutes in. Okay. Yeah. See you later. And keep doing what you're doing. Bye. Whoa.